10. Christine Chubbuck's suicide tape. In 1974, a Floridian local news anchor named Christine Chubbuck committed suicide on live television during one of her news reports. Before her suicide, Christine told her friends that she was very depressed. Just 3 weeks before her death, she filmed a news story on suicide and visited a local sheriff's department to interview an officer on suicide. During the interview, a police officer explained to her that the most efficient way to commit suicide is by a gunshot to the back of the head with wad cutter target bullets. After the fateful interview, Chubbuck decided to use the exact same method to take her own life. As she finished her news report, Christine spoke her last words. In keeping with Channel 40's policy of bringing you the latest in blood and guts, and in living color, you are going to see another first. Attempted suicide. She then drew a gun and shot herself in the back of her right ear. Chubbuck fell violently forward, hit her head on the desk, fell to the ground, and then began to violently twitch. The station's camera crew scrambled to cut to black and hastily played a public service announcement seconds after her death. Following her suicide, Christine's family filed an injunction, and her suicide tape was seized by the police. Christine's suicide was filmed before VHS tapes were widespread, so it is unlikely that a recording exists. Number 9. Steve Irwin's death video. Steve Irwin was a wildlife enthusiast that devoted his life to helping animals. And in 2006, Irwin was killed by a stingray while filming an underwater documentary. As Irwin approached a stingray in hopes of capturing close-up footage, the stingray impaled Steve with its venomous spine. The spine of the stingray pierced Irwin's heart and caused extensive bleeding. Steve was pulled from the water, but nothing could be done for him and he died shortly after. It is believed that Steve's video contains the only footage in existence that documents a human's death by stingray. The recording of Steve Irwin's death was reviewed by law enforcement, but was eventually destroyed at the request of his family. Number 8. The Columbine Basement Tapes. Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold were two high school students who carried out one of the deadliest school massacres in the United States history. In 1999, the two students entered their high school and proceeded to gun down 12 students and one teacher before committing suicide. Before carrying out their massacre, the two allegedly filmed multiple home videos. They created 5 videotapes in total, and they are now known as the Columbine Basement Tapes. 2 of the 5 tapes have been released, while the other 2 were locked away in a vault. The first is a film of them practicing shooting in the woods, while the second is a school project they made called Hitman for Hire. No one knows what is on the 3 unreleased tapes, and in 2011, the remaining tapes were allegedly destroyed. Number 7. Timothy Treadwell's death tape. The nature enthusiast Timothy Treadwell was famous for spending months living among grizzly bears in Alaska. Treadwell was often criticized by researchers for his careless disregard for safety. In 2003, Treadwell and his girlfriend decided to stay in the wilderness for an extra week. This was an extremely dangerous decision because grizzly bears are more aggressive in the fall. The following day, the pilot that was supposed to pick up Treadwell and his girlfriend discovered an abandoned camp. Park rangers were called to the scene, and it was revealed that Timothy and his girlfriend had been mauled and partially eaten by grizzly bears. In the moments leading up to the gruesome deaths, either Treadwell or his girlfriend turned on a video camera and captured audio of the attack. The tape contains audio of Treadwell's deathly screams as he is being eaten alive by a grizzly bear. After Treadwell is killed in the recording, the screams of his girlfriend are heard and the tape ends. The recording has since been placed in a bank vault by Treadwell's ex-girlfriend, never to be released. Number 6. The Armin Meiwes tapes. In 2001, a man named Armin Meiwes posted an advertisement on the website The Cannibal Cafe. He wrote that he was looking for a willing victim to be slaughtered and consumed. Later, a man from Berlin responded to the message and agreed to meet Meiwes. The two met at Meiwes' house and his victim was killed for his flesh. The entire event was filmed on a 2-hour-long videotape. After Meiwes slaughtered the man he just ate, he placed the body on a meat hook like cow meat. Over the next 10 months, Meiwes consumed over 40 pounds of the flesh he just collected from the gruesome event. He even ground up some of his victims' bones and tried to use the substance as cooking flour. Everything Meiwes did was filmed, and the tape was later seized by authorities and forever sealed from the public. Number 5. Video of the Brussels airport diamond heist. In 2013, 8 masked gunmen stole $50 million worth of diamonds from a plane parked at Brussels airport. The heist was carried by masked men who stormed the airport through a hole they burned into a security fence. They then drove 2 vehicles to the armored van that was loading diamonds into a jet for transport. In just 15 minutes, the robbers stole every diamond in the armored truck. The entire event was captured by the airport's security system, but surveillance video has not been released to the public and may never be. Number 4. Sandy Hook surveillance video. In 2012, Adam Lanza shot and killed 26 people in Sandy Hook Elementary School. When Adam Lanza shot his way through a door at the front of the school with a Bushmaster rifle and started his killing spree, he was caught on camera by the school's security system. However, the tape has yet to be released to the public. Police have not even released a single image of Lanza at the school, which has only fueled speculation that the event was a false flag operation by the US government to begin confiscating privately owned firearms. Number 3. Osama bin Laden's death tape. When US Navy SEALs assaulted Osama bin Laden's private compound in Pakistan, it was reported that every member of SEAL Team 6 wore helmet cameras during the operation. The footage of the raid and Osama bin Laden's death exists, but is highly classified, likely never to be seen by the public thanks to its sensitive nature. Number 2. Security footage of the Boston bombers. When 2 pressure cooker bombs exploded at the Boston Marathon, the US public was outraged and furiously looked for answers. A couple of days after the attack, the FBI determined a pair of brothers named Zakhar and Tamerlan Sarnov were responsible. The FBI does possess a video of Zakhar Sarnov dropping his backpack at the bomb site, but to this day refuses to release it to the public. But the FBI's failure to publicly produce the evidence has only fueled the flames of multiple conspiracy theories surrounding the Boston bombing. Number 1. Flight 77 footage. On September 11, 2001, American Airlines Flight 77 was hijacked by terrorists and flown into the Pentagon near Washington, D.C., killing all 59 people on board, as well as 125 people inside the Pentagon. The event was witnessed by dozens of people and was captured by multiple security cameras from the Pentagon and businesses around it. In fact, a Citgo service station right next to the Pentagon recorded the moment Flight 77 flew into the Pentagon on its security cameras. The hijacked plane traveled over the gas station at an altitude of 50 feet and crashed 3 seconds later. But the FBI visited the gas station minutes after the crash and confiscated the tapes. To this day, no footage of Flight 77's crash has been released to the public. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to hear my voice some more, you can go check out my channel in the description. And we'll see you all next time.